going to go right into item number 11, which is we're going to receive the annual report from the Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee.
Honorable Mayor and distinguished members of our City Council, it's my pleasure to present our annual report from the Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee. And instead of saying that long phrase, from now on I'll say BPAC. Very proud of our committee. It's a hard-working committee with dedicated members. We have many projects going on, and we're very proud of our outreach. And I also want to commend our staff. We have an absolutely fabulous staff that guides us and supports us in all the things that we do. I'd like to introduce our committee members. Vice Chair last year, Henry Marr, will you stand up? And Henry was appointed 4 years ago. Most of our members have been serving 4 years or more. Randy Brace had to resign because of his work schedule changed to evenings, and he was unable, and he was absolutely one of our strong members. Cecile works for Walmart. She couldn't be here tonight, she's traveling, but our relationship with the City of San Bruno and Walmart is a strong one, and especially when I get to the Bike to Work portion of the report. Jeffrey Tong is our current Vice Chair. He was appointed 4 years ago as well. Jeffrey, will you stand? And Matt Jones was a member now. He was so good, he's part of our contract. He's a contract assistant planner for the City of San Bruno. Gus Sinks is our newest member and a very strong member, and we welcomed him. And then our veteran is Walter Bird, who was a charter member appointed in 2002, serving his 14th year on the committee, as that's my situation as well. Our city representative during 2015 was Councilman Ken Ibarra, and we thank him very much. Our responsibilities. As all commissions and committees, we're advisory, and we serve that capacity to the City Council and the City Manager. And we provide input and recommendations on the development and a comprehensive and ongoing plan to promote and encourage bicycle use and safety for commuting and recreation. When we do our surveys, most of the people that talk to us say they don't feel comfortable riding a bike. It's very dangerous because we have a low area and a hilly area, and it's not a very conducive place like San Carlos or other areas, Redwood City. And we enhance and foster pedestrian advisory. We always talk about bicycles, but we also emphasize our pedestrian safety, and we've made many recommendations and changes for that. And we provide other assistance as requested by the City Council and the City Manager, including reviewing and commenting on grant applications related to the committee's core responsibilities. Outreach is a very important goal and mission that we have on our committee, and education. This photo is taken at Rollingwood School. For years, Walter and I have been doing outreach in the schools. We've talked at John Muir School, Portola, Rollingwood, and this year we're looking to do another school in the Flat area. The kids are very receptive, and the district has a policy that no bicycles are to be ridden to school, especially in the hilly area where it's so dangerous. So we talk about safety and how they should be safe when they are riding their bikes. Outreach and education, one of our wonderful things that this committee does, and we strongly support Bike to Work Day, and that always comes up in May, and it's coming up soon, and our committee members are manning these positions called refresher stations. We used to be at Genentech, we were at Millbrae Bard, and recently we've been at San Bruno Bard. And we have over 150 riders stopping. We talk to them about bicycle safety. We give them tire repair kits. We give them fruit, bananas, apples to energize them to go to their next stop. We had 3 riders going to Genentech last year that started in Castro Valley, rode down to the Dumbarton Bridge, and came up in less than an hour and 45 minutes. They were good riders. You can see in the photo there is Paula Bradley of our department, our contract associate planner, and I think that's Gus. Outreach and education. The other fantastic thing we do is the Posey Parade. For those of you that don't know, the Posey Parade is the oldest parade in the United States that's non-motorized. And we wanted to ride in it, but they said we were over 18 and we couldn't do it. Otherwise, you have to ride in the car like the mayor and the dignitaries. This is our table. We're one of the few committees that has information and outreach tables at the Posey Parade, Community Day at the Park, and other city functions. We're very proud of our participation that we've been doing for the last 12 years. Continuing with outreach and education, Community Day in the Park. Many of us worked on the 100-year celebration, which was fantastic. Last year was also a wonderful event, and this year we will be participating again with another information table talking about bicycle safety. And we're very proud of the fact, with the tragedy about 4 or 5 years ago, the young lady that took the bike at Parkside came down Niles and was killed crashing into a car. We developed a set of rules for kids, and we distributed that to every school. Every school bulletin carried it, and we also gave out flyers, and that's one thing that we give out to the parents and the youngsters when they come and visit our table. We have all the things that are listed there. You can read them: National Night Out, community meetings, and so on. Holiday Mixer in December. I'm very proud of our director and staff. Has been not only guiding us, but gives us training, bringing in experts. We've had people from the Bay Area bike trails. We've had people from the Golden Gate National Recreation Area, and if you don't know, they draw more people than Yellowstone, Yosemite, and that starts up in Point Reyes and goes down to almost Santa Cruz. And the biggest one, of course, is in Marin County at the Redwood Arc there. So staff development, and also we've met with the Planning Commission on this event, and it was a very, very positive thing. Our goals for 2016, we're going to review the draft bicycle pedestrian master plan, which will be completed in July, and we're going to expand our community outreach, events, schools, safety, education, and our public service announcements. We have a very good relationship with cable TV, and they've been very supportive of us. We identified bicycle and pedestrian safety improvements. Many of our committee members walk or take their bikes and ride around and report areas that need our attention, and we talk to the appropriate city staff to take care of those issues. We continue our safety education in the schools and with adults, and we provide support with grant applications for the bicycle. And I think I missed something. Did I? Yeah. Which one? Did I get there yet? Oh, okay. I think I skipped a page. I want to continue with our director. I'm sorry.
Chair Nigel, thank you. So The chair of the Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee has given a really nice overview of the work of the committee this past year and ongoing. And a really, really exciting project that the community is really working on is the first comprehensive bicycle and pedestrian master plan for the city of San Bruno, and it's being referred to as the Walk and Bike Plan. This Walk and Bike Plan was kicked off in terms of initial work in July of 2015, and as Chair Nigel has indicated, there's been extensive outreach on behalf of this group, this committee, and the staff and volunteers working with this group. They've actually gotten over 1,300 comments based on surveys, pop-up events, community meetings that are contributing to preparing this walk and bike plan. This information is on our city's website and can be found by going to the planning and building icon on the home page. Again, it's the San Bruno Walk and Bike Plan. Where we are with this plan at this point is that we're working with our consultant team to prepare the administrative draft document. We expect to finish that shortly over the next 2 or 3 weeks. Bring forward for initial public comments a public review draft of the Walk and Bike Plan sometime in May, and then follow up with noticed public meetings and hearings before the Planning Commission and City Council in June and July. So the expectation is to finish the project in July of 2016 and create an environment that's more safe and convenient for people to walk and bike here in San Bruno. Thank you.
David, I apologize to you. I had it written in big red writing. I recognize you, and I boo-booed. I apologize. I just want to recognize David, our director. He is absolutely terrific. And Paula, Bradley, I don't know what we would do without them. They give us direction, and they put us in into projects that we never thought that we'd ever be doing. And I want to give them their acclamation here. The logo on that page that David was just talking about was created by Nico Latunik, our consultant for the walk and bike. But if you look on the last page, that logo is like on our shirts that we wear, was made by Emil Hans. And Emil was one of the charter members, and he did a great job with that. And you can see it depicts bicycle riders and pedestrians. That's the end of our report. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
I don't have a question, but as you spoke of staff, you really needed them desperately. Well, we need you desperately too, and to you and all of our boards and commissions and committees, you in fact are the lifeblood of this city. People don't realize how many thousands of hours all of these committees and boards put in voluntarily, and you especially are out into the community on the streets, and you'll be seeing some improvements very shortly, hopefully, with the pedestrian access in different places. But
Thank you very much.
We really, really want you to know how much we appreciate all of your efforts, and we look forward to the completion of the walk and bike plan and working with you. Right.
Since I have the podium, I'd just like to say one more
Go
thing.
right ahead.
Last week was the State Parks and Recreation Annual Training Conference in Long Beach, and I was recognized for being the longest-serving commissioner in the state of California. In May, I'll have served the city of San Bruno for 46 years.
Congratulations.
And, the reason that I tell them I get appointed, not only the work here, but I know you know that scholarship work that I do, collecting money, and we gave out 3 $2,000 scholarships to people in recreation and park management. You have to be a junior, senior, or graduate student. And we figured out we've, since 1980, given over $120,000 to that scholarship fund. I also received recognition from the commissioners and board members. They presented me with a plaque for distinguished service. And the thing that makes me proud, when they say David Nigel, they say the city of San Bruno.
You make us very proud too. Thank you. That's great.